Boom, rocks in the room. And you want to know what you can't say in your real estate marketing when you're doing it on your own? I mean, you want to watch me tread around on the verge of getting in trouble so you don't have to, because that's where I'm going. I'm Rock, Florida. I'm a champion and advocate for sale by owners. If you're a homeowner of the information age who wants to learn more about maximizing your profit on your greatest investment, minimizing your stress in the process of buying or selling it, or if you just want to learn more about how to succeed in selling it on your own, you're in the right place. Okay, so I'm bringing to you 101 tips, one drip, one tip at a time. And today's is tip number 13. Will I fit in? I'm going to be treading on the thin ice and the sun shining today, because what we're dealing with is how do you promote a property when we're all trying to find something that feels like home, and we all come from distinctive and definitively different and sometimes divisive ethnicities, race, age classes. There are 7 protected classes that you cannot directly address in marketing by the Federal Housing Administration, the FHA. These are things that are important. We shouldn't have to outline these things for people. You know, I do not live in an all-white neighborhood, okay? I don't think anybody really does. And if they do, there's a real reason for that somehow, some way deep down that ain't okay. But here are the 7 protected classes. Just so you know, you cannot directly define race, color, religion, national origin, sex, disability, or familial status, which means, you can't say that this house, if you happen to live in a neighborhood that's maturing and most of your neighbors happen to be in the 50 plus club, you can't say, hey, if you're 50 plus, you might enjoy this neighborhood. You can't do that, okay? Unless it's a specific covenanted property owners association that is established for a protected class. Go figure that one. But yes, they're separate and distinct. But again, how do you help people know in a neighborhood such as mine? My neighborhood is as diverse as you're going to get, okay? And there's still going to be common themes of ethnicities and other things that you're going to want to allude to in some very careful yet specific fashions. For instance, do make mention of anything that you've noticed where there's cultural comforts of home for those that may be a predominant portion of the populace, right? Are there synagogues nearby, churches nearby, certain types of restaurants nearby, or other things like that that will allude towards the comforts of home, which is where we all are if we're on this planet. But tip number 13 is how to really address sensitively the characteristics of all of us immigrants and aliens that are here. So that's tip number 13 for today. If you would do me a favor, like this or dislike it, ask questions about what it is that you'd like to know as a homeowner of the information age. Comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Selling your own home is so simple. It's 3 steps. It's a 3-step process. I've been doing it so long, I've reduced it down to a pretty simple process. And everything you need fits on one sheet. It's in the link below. And I'm also providing an ebook, 101 Tips How to Successfully Sell Your House Without Agents. And that is the portion of our 101 hot tips for the hot IAs homeowners of the information age. I love acronyms. But today's real estate news for real people. Have you ever felt like or heard that real estate agents just stick a sign in your yard and wait for the buyer to show up, plug it in, stick a sign in your yard and plug it in to the MLS? Have you ever heard that? You know you have. You know you've felt it. And let me tell you, it's true to some extent. Okay? I'm only telling you this because I've done it. Okay? And one of the reasons I chose to provide above and beyond full service back almost 7 years ago now is because I started seeing and living in the truth and integrity with what has happened in the real estate marketing industry over the past 18 years specifically. But, you know, so many people in the marketplace today feel like a real estate agent sticks a sign in your yard and plugs it in the MLS. Well, I tell you what, for the most part, that's true. That's what you can expect. Okay. But one of my upcoming blog that I've been working on is helping people understand what is full service agency. What is that? A full service agency. That's why I'm going to charge you 6%. Well, let me break it down for you real quick. Full service agency is having an exclusive right to sell your property, having an agreement, okay, marketing, packaging up the property in a way that is presentable to the marketplace, and then representing your interest, answering the phone, scheduling the showings, making sure that your house is safe as much as possible throughout the entirety of the marketing time, and negotiating with cooperative agents or buyers on the other side to your best interest, and doing all the paperwork to a successful closing. That's full service agency. It used to encompass all kinds of things. It's not clearly defined what full service agency is, folks. Okay, but the idea is we're going to plug it into the MLS, we're going to answer the phone, we're going to schedule things, and we're going to take care of the paperwork, leaving you feeling like you're just showing up at a closing. You have a lot to do with that along the way. And full service agency used to incorporate all kinds of other add-ons and such, like open houses and flyers and newspaper ads and other stuff like that. Well, guess what? The majority of agents at large, I'm challenging. One of the reasons I'm producing this series on real estate news for real people is not just for your benefit and education and edification and encouragement, homeowner. I want you to know the way things look through a real estate agent's perspective. But I also want to challenge the industry to, you know, if you're an agent and you're insulted or feel, you know, somewhat attacked by these claims that I'm laying down, then live up to a different standard. And that's kind of it in a nutshell, folks. Real estate news for real people today is have them show their work. Okay, they're going to tell you. I've had so many people in my courses, through my coaching and such, say, you know what, I feel like they just told me a bunch of guff at the front end to get me to sign, and then they turned around and I had to bug them to get it sold. And I had to tell them things to do. Why wasn't I seeing this? They told me they were going to do that. Well, that's pretty real. Okay, so again, full service agency in this day and age is something that needs to be clearly defined at the front end. And you shouldn't have to ask questions if you're hiring a service provider if the job is getting done. Okay, so that's kind of it for today. I just want to open up eyes to the unconventional and encourage you to have the faith and the confidence that you need to just do whatever you need on your own, or get what level of support you do need. And I really do pray blessings on you and your house, and make it a great day. All right. Bye-bye.